Well, RCB have been without an IPL title for 17 years now. The mega auction gives them a chance to hit the reset button. They've always been a top-heavy team. Shah Rukh Khan is one of them. I'm not talking about the film actor, I'm talking about the Tamil Nadu batter. Well, stars and fans are things that RCB have never had a concern about. Always the bridegroom, never the bride. Will RCB find their way to the IPL title this time around? Let's find out. Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Talking Sports with Tarkesh. Well, RCB have been without an IPL title for 17 years now. But the mega auction gives them a chance to hit the reset button. Granted, they have a core group of players right now, but they've always had that core group, right? Yeah, a lot of them are batters, but that is a given that they play in a paradise like Chinnaswamy. So here, we'll be looking to address their bowling options a bit. Whenever we speak of RCB, one perennial problem that stands out is their lack of good death bowling options. For me, there's never been a better death bowler in the IPL than Lasith Malinga. And what better if you can get someone who bowls much like Malinga in your team. Yeah, I'm speaking about Nuwan Tushara. Nuwan Tushara is a Sri Lankan pacer who has a slingy action like Malinga. Yeah, he might not have the accuracy, the ability to hit the block hole much like his senior counterpart. But Tushara is someone who's rising the ranks and someone who can do RCB a world of good with his skill sets. He's taken 146 wickets in his T20 career, spanning across 105 games. And he's conceded runs at around 7.6 runs per over. These are great stats because, for starters, he takes wickets and he also contains runs. Two problems that RCB desperately need to solve, right? And that brings us to our second bowler, that is Spencer Johnson. GT broke their bank for Johnson last year, and I don't know if it was truly worth their money. But Johnson is someone who's making the ball talk in Australia. He's taken 56 wickets in his 46 games, but much like Nuwan, he concedes runs only at around 7.5 runs per over. Now, these might seem ordinary to some people, but these are guys who are bowling the death overs, who are bowling the overs at the start as well. There's something about their skill sets that RCB need to look at. They take wickets, they contain runs, and more importantly, they might come for cheaper prices than the 11 crore that they paid for Alzari Joseph last year. And now we'll be talking another one of RCB's problems that seem to never be solved, right? They've always been a top-heavy team, which leaves the middle order a bit exposed when their top order doesn't stand up in the big games. And here we're trying to solve their middle order issues. Well, Shah Rukh Khan is one of them. I'm not talking about the film actor, I'm talking about the Tamil Nadu batter. In the last mega auction, Shah Rukh went for around 10 crore to the Punjab Kings. And that is primarily because he's a great back foot player who can take on the back of the line deliveries at will. Well, but his spin bowling abilities leave a lot to be desired. But that is something RCB can hope to work upon. Certainly the hype around him has died a bit, and I hope that brings down his auction prices, for the sake of RCB of course. Well, Shah Rukh doesn't average too much in T20 cricket, just for starters. He averages 18 runs per match, but he strikes at 140, which is pretty good given that he plays most of his T20 matches at Chepauk for Tamil Nadu. Moreover, the batting track at RCB suits his strengths. A lot of the bowlers tend to go back of the length and he can unleash his pull shots, he can hit down the ground, and he's someone who will add that zing in the middle order, right? That allows someone like a Virat to take his time or just go berserk in the power play and leave it for someone like Shah Rukh in later. And the other Indian name I'm talking about is the pacer named Kartik Tyagi. Well, the hype train around him derailed sooner than expected, but I don't know why. You don't necessarily come across Indian bowlers who crack up like 140 to 150 kilometers deliveries so often, who can hit the block hole so easily. And maybe it's his bad luck that he's been stuck in teams where playing time has been hard to come by. Like he was playing for Sunrisers, didn't get much opportunities over there. He came to Gujarat, didn't get much of a playing time. But someone like Tyagi really hits the Yorkers. He cracks up at around 150, and he's like someone who can be groomed for the future, and that's what RCB need to think about. And the final player I want to talk about is a bit of a problem for RCB because Cameron Green has been ruled out for the season, most certainly. He could make a comeback, but I'm not sure because he's sustained a slightly long-term injury. And he was a valuable addition because he bowled those 2 overs and was pretty handy with the bat last year. A cheaper alternative to him could be Romario Shepherd. Well, Romario is no Cameron. Cameron is a great red ball player. He's also got the class in white ball. But Romario, if you remember, he scored around 30 runs for MI in a match last season. And he's pretty good with the new ball. Like, he is tidy with his lengths. He can concedes run at 9 runs per over, but he takes 1 wicket per match in his T20 career. And he's also scored runs at 150 runs per 100 balls. So I think that's a good enough stat, an all-round stat. Someone who can fill in that number 6 to number 7 hole for RCB. And a lot of times you've seen like RCB have struggled to come up with players middle order solutions, right? So they've banked on someone like an Anuj Rawat, the Goa player named Suyash Prabhudesai, and also Mahipal Lomro, but none of them have fired for them. And a mix of overseas and Indians here in Romario and Shahrukh can maybe solve their woes. Well, stars and fans are things that RCB have never had a concern about. But much like other star-studded teams, there are certain small areas that if they address smartly enough, they can solve a lot of their problems. So someone like a Spencer Johnson, someone like a Nuwan Tushara, great additions to the bowling unit. Shahrukh Khan might not have impressed many, but has got the skills, has got time in his hand. And Kartik Tyagi, certainly a gun bowler that many teams will be eyeing out for. So what are your thoughts? Who do you want RCB to buy? Do let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.